Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a nice day everybody. My name is Arman bin Norhai from SR243 to S1A, and today I would like to talk about race walking. The first thing is energy system. For your information, human body has three types of energy system, which is first ATP-PCR, second is glycolytic, and the last one is aerobic system. In race walking, we will use aerobic system because aerobic system is very suitable for endurance exercise. Race walking will take a long time to finish the race. Aerobic system require us to use oxygen. It will use glucose and fats as our fuel. For your information, fats will give you more energy than glucose because 1 gram of fats will give you 9 kcal of energy, while 1 gram of glucose will give you 4 kcal of energy. There are three phases in aerobic system, which is first is oxidative glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and electron transport chain. Many ATP produced during electron transport chain. For an athlete in endurance activity, it is important to increase our aerobic system by doing a lot of endurance exercise. It's very important to increase our glycogen sparing effect. What is glycogen sparing effect? Glycogen sparing effect is where our body will store glycogen while using fat as our main energy sources. The glycogen will use at the end of the race. Moving on to the next one is biomechanics perspective. In race walking, we will use a lot of lower body muscle. We use such as gluteus maximus, adductor magnus, bicep femoris, rectus femoris, gastrocnemius, and tibialis anterior. Actually, this is a scientific name for the muscle. Gluteus maximus is our buttock, while adductor magnus is our quadricep, bicep femoris at our hamstring, rectus femoris also at our quadricep. Gastrocnemius actually is our calf, while tibialis anterior is superior of the calf. The next topic is application of clinical sport psychology in order to improve performance. As an athlete, it is very important to improve our psychology in order to improve our performance. Here I will give you example what we can do to improve our psychology. First is cognitive association technique, cognitive dissociation technique, thought stopping technique, Jacobson relaxation or progressive relaxation technique, and the last one is coordination skill technique. All these techniques can be used for all athletes. One dimension classification system. First is gross motor skill. Gross motor skill is where we use a large muscle. In this case, we will use a lot of large muscle in our lower body. Next is continuous motor skill. It's a repetitive movement like walking or running, but in this case, as the name is race walking, we will use our leg repetitively in order to walk until we arrive the finish line. And the last one is open motor skill. Open motor skill is we use it in unpredictable environment. Ergogenic aids being used by athletes to improve performance. First, mechanical aids. Athletes will use light and loose clothing, also comfortable sport shoes. Next is physiological aids, hemoglobin. In order to increase hemoglobin, athletes will doing a lot of endurance practice. Next is nutritional aids. Athletes we have a diet rich in carbohydrate because carbohydrate is one of the important fuel energy. Next is psychological aids. One of the best psychological aids for race walking is cheering. Family and friends can come to the tournament and cheer along the race. And the last one is pharmacological aids. We can use caffeine because caffeine has in coffee or in our sports drink to enhance our energy. I think that's all from me. Thank you.